So let's say after 1 month, you flip the whole account and you can make 100k per month like nothing. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I want to go over how to pass prop firms as fast as possible. So first of all, I want to go over stop loss trailing, because if you trade in pairs like gold indices, they usually move in with a lot of momentum. Okay, so they're gonna do just small pullback and go higher without some major pullback, stopping you out and then going higher. Okay, so indices, gold, and other volatile pairs are moving most of the time without breaking the previous candle's low. Okay, so if you understand how to trail your stop loss, so for example, if you look at this price action, this orange level was our buying zone. So once this black candle closes, I said that tomorrow I'll be expecting price tapping into this level, giving us our entry model and going higher. So that's exactly what happened. So if you go into 15-minute, we can see that instead of, for example, this high would be around like 1 to 2, which is most of the time my profit. I know that if you are trading gold or indices, you can get much more risk reward instead of just like 2. So for example, when we get the closest swing low, we probably just gonna break the high. Then price will give us some small pullback, trap these sellers, because these days we got a lot of people who will look at this as buy side liquidity. Then they're gonna get the entry model like this and hoping that the price will go lower. So as I said, gold and indices are moving with momentum. So on 15-minute, these candles are most likely not going to be broken unless we get some hard time frame liquidity cycle. Okay, so on a 15-minute, we can trail our stop loss once we take out this high. So we took out this high, then the next 15-minute candle open, create a small wick and went higher. So once we're going to break above the last high that broke this high, now we can switch to 1 hour. And we can trail the stop loss from 1 hour time frame, okay? Because as I said, we are going with momentum, and these candles, when the price is going with momentum, these highs will most likely not be broken, and we can get much more risk to reward. As you can see, same thing right here. So we got this low, this low, this low. It's all the way up here. So instead of like 2 risk to reward, you can just take like 11 risk to reward from 1 trade. You can just pass your funded challenge. So if I would be going for a funded challenge, I would definitely use this strategy of the risk management. So this is just example on my risk management when it comes to funded challenges. We want to pass the challenge as fast as possible, and this is the best possible way. So this trade was super clean. We tap into this buying level, then we had our entry model, so stop loss below the swing low. Now we can just trail the stop loss based on the rules, and instead of just 2 risk to reward, we can now get like 11 risk to reward. And now I want to go over NAS100 last week, because last week was kind of clean. We had this level, so I sent this into Discord. So we closed with this candle right here. So I was expecting the next day price to tap into this level and go higher. As you can see, it was everything sent to Discord. So as you can see, price tap into this level. I'm not going to show you my entry model, but basically we had this buying opportunity. Price went below this low, taking out early buyers, and then this beautiful candle, this was manipulation candle. So we took out this low, we closed above this high. So right after this close, we can just enter into this trade, target, for example, the next high for like 1 to 2. And this would have been like beautiful trade. You can see super clean. We had manipulation. We had this manipulation candle as our confirmation. Then right on a close, we can take this entry point, and yeah, super clean as 100. By the way, when it comes to prop firms, I recommend to just get as much money as possible from them and put it all into your personal account, because I have multiple students who got banned just for being profitable. Because if you are profitable long term, you just destroying the whole funded model. Okay, so it's not worth for them to keep you. So most likely they will ban you or just find some reason that they can use for not pay you out. So I'm saying this to all my students, just try to milk these prop firms as much as possible. All the profits you made from funded accounts, put it into your personal account, because for example, when you have around 70% win rate on a personal account, you can risk more than 10%. Okay, so let's say for example, you risk 10%, you get like 1 to 3. Now you made 30%, and 30% on 10k account personal is 3k. Okay, so it's the same amount of profit that you'd be making 3% on 100k account. So you want to make your win rate as high as possible, because high win rate allows you risk more money per trade. It will also help you with so much psychological problems. So always try to keep your win rate as high as possible so you can risk, for example, 10% per trade. Because if you have 70% win rate, usually the losing streak is like 1 or 2, maximum 3. For example, this year, I don't think we had 3 losing streak because the win rate is around 70-75%. So basically, you want to pass your funded challenge as fast as possible. So for example, you had 200k account. This account, you make, let's say 5%. 5% from 200k account is 10k. So now you will have 10k personal account, which will be the same size as 100k account. Okay, because if you have high win rate and mechanical strategy with rules, you can easily risk 10%. As I said, this year, I don't think we had 3 losing trades in a row. So you can just basically risk 10% per trade. And now you have the same capital as 100k funded account, but you will get 100% of your payouts. You will not get banned for being profitable. And overall, the trading conditions are much better when you are trading personal because you can scale the account very quickly if you are risking 10% per trade. And you make 3 reward. Now, after 3 trades, for example, you would be up around 90%, which is another almost 10k. So let's say after 1 month, you flip the whole account, and just by having high win rate, and for example, just taking only 3 trades per month, because you only want to take the best possible trades, you can flip this account so quickly, and you can make 100k per month like nothing. Okay, you cannot make this amount with prop firms because they will ban you. But if you have personal account, then you can easily make this amount of money. Okay, so if you got any question, you can just DM me on Instagram or leave a comment below, and see you next time.